Hey guys, so we are 2 days away from FOMOC, which is on Wednesday. So we did end up getting a little market pump this morning when Yellen was speaking. So Feds are in a quiet period right now, but obviously that doesn't include everybody. So Yellen basically just said that we have inflation under control, and once she said that, markets pretty much went on a big rally. However, this once again is another day where we rally into about 1:30, 2 o'clock ish, and then into end of day, we see a pretty solid drop in the market. So that is becoming quite the theme here lately. So looking at today, we didn't really get too many changes. No new demand. We did backtest our 444.83 demand and rejected it. We do now have two back-to-back closings under the 50 EMA. Last time we had that was way back in this early or mid-August area. And we did backtest and reject the 8 and 20 EMA, which are, again, bearishly crossing under. So realistically, our target is down here in this 436.8 area. I don't expect to get there until FOMOC. And again, FOMOC would have to be pretty negatively received in order for that to happen. But I am just looking for a general downside tomorrow into FOMOC. Going over to futures, kind of same thing here. One of the biggest notes that I have here is that our month-long up channel that we've been in since August 17th was broken today. Now, we do have this doji candle right here, and that could actually play out as a potential morning doji star pattern. So we get the doji, and then we would push up. But I do find it very notable that we retested the 8 EMA and rejected, but we are still holding the 20 EMA support. So realistically, this 44.98 and 45.14 area are our critical levels. Bigger target I have for the downside is 44.74, which is our 50 EMA, and then our demand at 44.57, which we could attempt to get to before FOMOC tomorrow. It will be very interesting to see if markets go risk off tomorrow into FOMOC, or if they're going to try to front run a bullish FOMOC. So looking again here, same thing, and I'll make it a little bit more clear for you guys here. So there was this bull channel that we've been in, and that's been since August 15th on the Qs. So we did break through that bull channel. Now we do have another support line that goes all the way back to the March, or this one goes back to, the March lows, and then the August lows right here. So basically tomorrow, our key support is 368.3. Break through that, and that opens up a potential to go back to this 358 to 362 demand area. One important note here is we once again held the 50 EMA support, but on the back test of 371.9 demand and the 8 and 20 EMA right here, we did reject it and wick back down. So again, my favor goes to at least a test of 369.2, the 50 EMA, but I'm looking for a bigger move into FOMOC and probably the week after back into this 362 area. Taking a look at the VIX here, you can see we also broke our month-long downtrend. So if you have SPY, futures, and the Qs breaking the same trend up as the VIX is breaking down, that's a pretty strong signal that there's a potential that we are going to see that move play out. So again, the VIX was up almost 7 to 8% at its peak today. However, after Yellen spoke, the VIX pretty much just sold off into end of day. Then it found some support once again around that 12 to 2 o'clock period. So what I'm looking at here is that we bounced, or we made a new demand at 12.77, bounced up. We tried to get through our 14.82 and 14.24 double supply, but we rejected that and the 20 EMA. We are now back over the 8 EMA, so we're going to look for the VIX to make a move up and try to close realistically over 15 and target this area if we're going to see a bigger downside move on markets. If the VIX again sells off, which going into FOMOC, it really goes either way. I used to track it, but it's just not as accurate anymore on what exactly the VIX does the day before FOMOC. Sometimes we get a pretty good pump on the VIX into FOMOC, which then leads to a drop on the VIX during FOMC, which obviously leads to upside. And then there's a lot of other times too where it's the opposite, where the VIX doesn't really do a whole lot, and then FOMC and the day after FOMC especially sort of dictates where that move's going to go next. So overall, it's hard to really gauge exactly what markets are going to do tomorrow. I do have a favor to some downside based on the technicals. We did not get any new daily demands on SPY, futures, or the Qs, and all three of those have the daily DMI waving down, which is bearish. So I will look for that continuation to the downside tomorrow. But again, we should also just basically look for a choppy day, as that's pretty much all we have gotten the day before FOMC lately. So I hope you guys had a good day trading today, and I will see you guys tomorrow.